I think we're live. Happy Sunday evening, and if you have Monday off, have an extended happy weekend. I have Monday off and I'm super excited. Unfortunately, Michael is not too lucky and does not have Monday off.
I do not.
So, for those who may be not in the US, tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So, it is recognized as a federal holiday, but not all employers take it off. So, that's just kind of something there. But we are doing a live stream today. We are talking about GitHub Copilot, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about how accessible or inaccessible the platform is, because spoiler alert, it has some work to be desired. But
just like our stream.
Oh, really? Well, that's a perfect transition. What's up?
I just went to try to view the stream from your tweet, and it says this video is not available anymore.
Huh. So, strange.
Let me figure out what's up there.
Okay, well, Michael, figuring that out. I am live, though, because not exactly sure what happened in my tweet, but...
Is it your I'm live going watch now? Is it your tweet that says I am live watch now?
Well, see, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Those are so automated. I forgot to change those. I have to figure that out. I never even knew that I set that up, but, you know. But if you are in the chat, go ahead and say hi. We're going to have a great stream today.
We are live.
All right. Yeah, if you're watching us, go ahead and say hi.
Yep, we are live, so...
All right, we're live, folks. So, we're going to go ahead and get this party started, shall we, Michael?
Sure, yes. Let's begin.
So, in this stream, we're going to be talking about GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is an automated AI paired programmer, and it helps you to be able to write code more efficiently so that you can be able to write code faster, and also help you write code that is able to be, I don't want to say accessible, but it has written accessible code and inaccessible code, but it helps you write code that is good, but it also can be bad in some instances because it's AI, but it helps you write code very, very fast, and is right integrated into my favorite editor, VS Code, Visual Studio Code. And we're going to be talking about how it works and what it can do for you. So I've been using GitHub Copilot for a while now, and I don't use it as much as Michael does because he uses it for his job. But I use it so that I can be able to help write code, because I'm not the best programmer. And the thing is with GitHub Copilot is it helps you to write functions by just writing a comment. So if I write a comment in my Python code that says, write me a function to get the sum of all numbers, it will do that for us. But also, if you're in the middle of writing code, it will help fill it in for you. So it used to be that you had to get in a private waitlist for GitHub Copilot, but it's now available for general availability. And right now, it is $10 a month. You do get a 60-day free trial, but it is very worth it. So I will put the link. Actually, no, the link is already in the description. So if you want to check out GitHub Copilot, go ahead and check it out. But before you do, watch this accessibility review, because there's some things that we need to talk about. So Michael, do you have anything else you want to add about GitHub Copilot?
So the thing about Copilot that is important to think about is that it's not just where you could type a comment and get suggestions, which is what Taylor was saying. As you're typing your code, Copilot will help you auto-complete your code. And so I could be writing a statement like, I can already be writing code and it will recommend how to finish what I'm doing, which is just kind of fun. If you've ever played those games on Facebook where you have, you write something and then you just see what like the next word, the predictive words above the keyboard. That's kind of like that.
Yeah. And Michael, that's a great point. So I've actually used Copilot in both capacities. where I've been able to write comments and it's been able to write functions, or where autocompletes. You can actually do it in both. But we also have some chat messages I want to get to. So Michael just says, hello, testing, make sure it works. And then we've got a chatter named Maggie's World that just says, hi. So welcome, everyone, to the chat. Hope you guys enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
So yes, you can use this in both capacities, but I've found, at least in my experience, that if you have it where you start writing something and it finishes it, I actually get better results than where you have it write the whole function for you based on a comment.
Yes.
But yeah, you can actually do it both ways.
And there is a keystroke to do where you can write a comment and get suggestions. Do you know what that is?
Yes. Control plus enter, I believe.
Correct. And I believe that's the same on both platforms?
Yes, I believe so. But we're going to be doing some live coding today to show it off, so don't worry. It's going to be great. But yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of an overview about GitHub Copilot. It's a pretty great tool. I personally am going to pay for it when it comes to the end of my trial. But yeah, Michael, are you planning to get the paid version?
I already have.
Oh yeah, you already did buy it, didn't you?
Yeah, because apparently I was already done. My trial was already done. So.
Oh, you know what? That's right, because I had to create a new GitHub account. So FYI, y'all, I had to create a new GitHub account because I had GitHub repos that were following me along from when I was in college. And it was about time that I was able to break up with those repos and start something new.
And it turns out you can't leave repos.
No, you can't. So I had to create a new GitHub account, folks. It's still the same username, Tay Aren't, but just FYI on that front. So, yeah.
How'd you keep the same username?
Well, that's a great question. I was able to do it. Because I deleted the old account first.
Oh, okay. You deleted the whole account.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was the only option I had. So, yeah. It wasn't the best thing, but hey, what do you do, right? So.
Well, yeah. Okay, now that you say that.
Oh.
Didn't you create a few organizations?
Right. So what I actually did, and well, this is actually a good topic to create about because we're talking about GitHub. So I actually did, but all those repos for those organizations, especially for Techopolis, that was your organization. All those other repos were actually repos that I got thrown into. So they weren't actually all mine.
Good.
So yeah, just FYI, folks, we're going to delete a GitHub account. Keep these things in mind. But we're not here to talk about GitHub accounts, are we? No. We're here to talk about Copilot. So.
We're here to talk about making sure Michael's repo stayed in place.
Oh, Michael's repo stayed in place because, again, that's the Techopolis repo.
Yes, but I wanted to make sure.
No, you're fine. So, is anyone in chat? Go ahead and say hi if you are. Or if you're just lurking, that's okay too. But we're going to get into some live coding action, Michael. So are we ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead and fire it up.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my speech. So you guys are going to hear the screen reader. Let me know if it's too fast because I tend to have it on a very fast speed, but I did slow it down for everyone. So, before I do that, I'm going to open up a terminal. I use a Windows terminal. I just find it really helpful.
You don't use a terminal in VS Code?
No, I don't, and I'm going to explain why in just a few minutes. So don't get too antsy there, Michael. I'm going to explain why in a few seconds here.
Windows Power.
So I'm at my terminal right now, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder. I just want to do this on the terminal because I just find it faster. And I'm just going to create a test file and folder. And actually, what I'm going to be doing, folks, is anytime I do a live stream, I'm going to be making one big GitHub repo with all my live stream code in it. And so this will be on the new live stream repo. So after the stream, I'll be creating it. But we're going to make a simple program. It's nothing too elaborate, but I still want to be able to show everyone. So I'm going to go into my documents folder here. I'm going to move this later, but just for simplicity. So I'm just going to do CD. That simply changes directory.
CD space.
Then I'm going to do DOC tab.
C. Documents.
And what that does is documents. It fills in the rest of that directory name.
And it's very Linuxy-like. It's CD space period / documents.
Oh, yeah. It is. So, again, I'm on Windows, folks. But, yeah, it's very Unix-like. So I'm going to press Enter here.
PSC user state or documents greater.
And, of course, I misspelled my own name in the terminal setup. I don't know how to fix that, but, hey, this is what you have.
I don't know that you can.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're ADHD, I don't pay attention most of the time. Except right now, I'm actually paying attention for once. Anyways, I'm going to do mkdir. Simply put, that makes a new directory. So
mkdir
space. I'm going to call this. I'm just going to call this testing.
testing.
I'm just going to press enter. I can also make it a more descriptive name, but for this purpose, I'm just going to call it testing. I'm going to press enter.
Directory C users pair documents. Mode last write time length name. D1/15/2023 7:09 p.m. testing.
Oh, you know what? I already have a directory named testing. Well, isn't that convenient?
Tells you how often Taylor uses that directory name.
Yeah.
TSCP space.
I'm just gonna call this testing YT.
Directory C users pair documents. Mode last write time length name. D1/15/2023 7:10 p.m. testing. TSC users pair documents greater.
Okay.
What Taylor didn't realize is that while she's doing this live stream, she's going to also be roasted. So, you know.
Oh, no. Why is that?
As in, I'm totally going to mess with her on this stream to add some comic relief. So.
Oh, no. What did I do wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm just.
No.
Giving you a hard time.
See, y'all, we try to make this really entertaining because we want you guys to watch to the end because, you know, that helps my YouTube stats, you know. So, that's why
Jeez, is that why you want people here?
No, of course not.
See? Roasted.
See, but y'all, we try to make this fun, though, so everyone wants to, you know, interact. Again, this is a very interactive stream. I have a lot of energy. Maybe too much because I had a lot of soda. But, hey, you know, this is what we do on a Sunday night when we don't have anything to do. So, Michael, do you want to roast me? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, roasting is a term used for comedy.
No, I know, but I'm like, did I make the directory? Well, let me see what happened with my directory, because I think I did something wrong. So I'm just going to do cd testing YT. I'm just going to call it testing YT. Okay, terminal. That's a bug. It's not reading that it changed the directory. Come on, folks. If you're watching from Microsoft and you are on the terminal team, could we please figure out why NVDA is not always reading when I switch into a directory? I would sincerely appreciate it.
Here's my question. Is there a way to read your prompt?
Well, I'm not sure. Because I pressed insert up arrow.
TSC users pair documents testing it greater.
Okay. Insert up arrow does it, but still, it doesn't always read right.
Mm-hmm.
So then simply what I'm going to do is this is a handy dandy shortcut that I can go ahead and accomplish. And that is pressing code. So CODE space period. Simply, that opens up the current directory in my VS Code editor. So we're going to do
As
that.
a project.
As a project, yep.
CODE space dot. Visual Studio Code.
Okay. So now I have my directory opened as a project in VS Code.
Clickable application, clickable space.
And you hear those tones? That's because I have set up this handy dandy indentation reading with NVDA. I have a whole video on that, and I'm actually going to be doing a huge updated VS Code tutorial soon, so be on the lookout for that because I'm going to be updating this whole entire thing, so just be on the lookout. It might actually happen tomorrow while I'm off because of MLK Day. Who knows? That's why you should stick around because I am very spontaneous. So I'm going to go ahead and press Control-N, and what that does is that creates a new file. So Control-N.
Application, main landmark, untitled -1 editor as autocomplete multi-line very light gray on very dark gray blank.
And you notice I have color reading on with NVDA. I tried this actually because I wanted to see if it would read like the colors for the syntax highlighting that VS Code provides. And unfortunately, that was a no bueno. It did not actually read the colors. So unfortunately, that wasn't very helpful. But
technically blind. As a technical recruiter who understands Boolean logic, where is a good resource to learn programming fundamentals?
So I have
Which programming language should I start with?
And I want to go ahead and address this right now. Actually, this is going to be another topic for another stream. But technically blind says, I am a recruiter who wants to learn programming. What are the best resources for me to do so? And what is the best programming language for me to start with? My opinion is Python. Python is the easiest language to get going on. Michael, do we have a video about this somewhere?
No, we don't yet, but I'm going to probably put one up on my channel here pretty soon.
If you guys haven't subscribed to Michael's channel, then you guys are missing out on some epic fun. Because we were at the hotel this week. We had a little flood in our apartment. But we were at the hotel this week and we were streaming like every night on Michael's channel. So if you guys like to hear my voice as well, then I'm on pretty much a lot of Michael's programming streams.
And we just did 3 introduction to programming streams. where you can actually judge which language out of those three is good to get started with.
Yeah, between Python, JavaScript, and Swift. So I'm actually going to put all those links in the description when this stream concludes today. But you should go follow Michael because he has a lot of great content, just like I do. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue with our GitHub Copilot. But thank you for the question, Technically Blind. I really appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit save. That will be Control S.
Save as dialog. Blank.
And here's a little tip for y'all. So what I did is I hit Control S, and what I did is I backspaced. So the reason I did that is because when I backspace, it gets rid of the default text that is in the file dialog, so I can save it.
Michael Doyce.
And that will help a lot.
https://www.youtube.com/@MikeDoyce.
Again, please subscribe. I want him to have 50 subscribers, so please, let's do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a file name. Now, here's a little trick that you guys might not have known. Instead of going through this little dialog here that asks for the file type, I can simply type it at the end of the file. So watch this. I'm going to call this, what am I going to call this? For now, I'm just going to call it test.py because I'm not that creative. Obviously, when I publish to GitHub, it's not going to be called test.py because that's not helpful. But for the sake of this stream, I'm just going to call it test.py. So I'm going to type test,
T-E-S-T.
and then watch this. I'm going to type period, pi.
P-Y.
So that's really helpful because if you don't want to navigate through that dialog of file options, you could simply just append the .py at the end and press enter.
Untitled -1-test init Visual Studio Code application main landmark test.py editor as autocomplete multi-line very light gray on very dark gray blank.
Of course, that's the color reading, but that's really all that color thing does. And look at that. We just created a new Python file in our testing YT folder for VS Code. Isn't that really nice? I think so. So now we're going to go ahead and do some fun things. So we're going to go ahead and create a program. And this program will ask the user for their name. It'll ask the user for their age. And it will ask the user for their state. And then we're going to have it print out to the screen. Now, of course, I don't want to do all this manual coding because it really stinks. So we're going to attempt to use our little friend here, GitHub Copilot, to help us out. And we're going to do what Michael suggested. We're not going to do the comment approach. I mean, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. But we're not going to actually do that at first. We're going to actually do the completion approach, as I call it, where you start typing something and it will finish it off for you. That way we can kind of show off, and then we'll do the completion approach where we have it do the other thing, right? Where we just make it do things for us.
Would you like me to walk you through writing a program?
Well, Michael, I know how to write a program.
Well, I know you do, but so we can get Copilot to maximize its use.
Sure. If you want to walk me through, since you're more advanced, I just wasn't sure if you're going to try to test my programming skills. This is not what this is for.
So let's do name space equals space and see what happens.
Okay, so name.
N-E. Suggest list. Name error 1 of 4.
No, we're not going to type a name error.
Space. Test.py editor equals.
Space.
And we're not getting any
Copilot?
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. Now, I want to talk about something else. Did you guys hear the little beep sound? Yes, you probably did. That indicates that there is an error on that line. So if you ever hear a beep sound in your VS Code, if you're using a screen reader, that's actually a beep to indicate that there's an error on your current line and that you need to fix it. So I just wanted to point that out for those who may be new to this because it's a new feature in VS Code. I haven't done a lot of programming videos in a while, but that's going to change because I'm going to be doing programming and accounting videos. And this channel is going to be talking about how programming and accounting can work together. Super excited. Anyways, let's figure out why we don't have Copilot. Michael, do you see why we don't have Copilot?
I'm going to be writing the same code in mine.
All right, hold on. Let me figure out what my Copilot is. I'm just going to press Control-N to go to the end of my buffer here.
Out of editor button screen reader up button ln1 comp button spaces colon full button UTF-8 button CRLF button editor language status colon type check in colon off. Button Python button editor language status colon.
Hold on.
Clickable very light gray on very dark gray type check in colon button light pale quad dash blue on very dark gray switch to on.
Type
circle test.py dash test in dash visual studio code.
Alright, try to fix that. Hold on.
Bland.
Okay.
Bland. Application content info landmark toolbar go back left pair.
I want to fix this, Michael.
Out of toolbar bland. Button no button ln1 comic button spaces colon button UTF-8 button CRLF button editor language status colon button Python button files backslash button 3.9.1 button Copilot dash logo comma deactivate Copilot.
Okay,
clickable name
Copilot's
landmark
on.
clickable test.
Alright.
Name equals selected. Space bland.
So input maybe? Name equals input?
No, hang on just a second.
All right. Holding on. If you're in chat, go ahead and say hi. This is a great question. Sorry, this is a great time to say hi in chat. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is a great place. I have a lot of fun here.
Okay, so here's what we do. This is great. Okay.
Okay.
Write a comment. So remove what we have.
Okay.
Name equals select
This
space.
is really cool.
Okay, do it. Let's do it.
Type a comment.
And by the way, folks, there's a handy keyboard shortcut to write a comment. It's Control plus question mark.
Okay.
So I'm
write,
gonna say
write a program that gets information from the command line.
okay, program
PROGRAMSTAA space
that gets
DETS space INFORATION staff ROM space EE space OMADLINE.
okay.
Okay, press enter. Now type name space equals space
NAME space test.pyeditor as autocomplete multi-line equals space.
Okay, and now we do have suggestions.
But I need to cover something here first. We have suggestions, but do you hear any of these suggestions being read with a screen reader? Nope. Do you hear sounds that indicate suggestions? Possibly. Here's a scoop, folks. GitHub Copilot is a great tool. Unfortunately, the accessibility is lagging behind. So I've done some research before I did this stream today. And the thing with GitHub Copilot is it has sounds to indicate that there's suggestions available. But to access these suggestions, to know actually what they'll do, because you could just press tab, but you might get anything, right? So you really can't review them. So the way that we have to do that is we have to press Control plus I, and then hope that it will land in the suggestions box. Sometimes, though, the IntelliSense suggestions will take over for the screen reader, and so it will only read the IntelliSense suggestions, not the GitHub Copilot suggestions. And then, in that case, you have to try to navigate around a funky toolbar with NVDA. That's what I'm using. But it didn't always work. So let's just do our Control plus I first.
Suggest list input 100 of 193.
Okay.
Hit 100 input 100.
It brought up IntelliSense.
It did. See, folks, because you can't actually use the GitHub Copilot suggestions with a screen reader. That is not a good thing, folks. If you're watching this, GitHub Copilot team, I'm going to go ahead and comment on the issue that's already been raised on GitHub. And I'm going to link this video so that if people want to watch the live demo. I can't easily use the suggestions that are provided to me because they're just not there. Now, people did say if I could press Control Enter or Alt Enter to view the suggestions in another window, but then that's just kind of a pain, wouldn't you say, Michael?
Well, I'm looking.
It'd be another read-only window.
So it does bring up another editor window.
Okay.
And it does bring up code that you can get, that you can copy out
Clickable.
of.
Suggest list test.pyeditor as autocomplete space equals space blank space.
Okay, there we go. So you hear that doom sound? That means that the Copilot suggestions are available. So it's a audio cue for blind programmers to know that the suggestions are available for Copilot. But if I press tab or down arrow, well, tab will just insert the first suggestion. Down arrow won't even work. So yeah, Michael, what are you thinking?
So do Control Enter right now.
Control Enter?
Mm-hmm. That didn't work.
Name equals blank. Line equals space equal line.
No, it didn't.
Space.
Now, do I have to get into browse mode, I wonder?
I wonder.
Because they said that on GitHub, but they said that it didn't always work.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Turn on narrator.
Turn on narrator?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go ahead and shut off NVDA. We'll see if that works. I never thought to test it with narrator. But again, Michael has a lot more problems with it. So yeah, just saying.
Exit NVDA dialog. Circle test.
And if you want to learn more about problem solving, go check out a stream from last night. We talk all about it. Okay. Narrator.
Start narrator dial.
I have to install the voices.
Test.py space equal new line space backslash.
Okay. Nothing.
So press right arrow.
New line.
Okay, that did not work.
New line
Okay.
equals new line
Put a space.
space
Now people might have. What if I do Alt? Let's see.
new line
No.
Snap assist window.
I just
Test
messed
dot
up. Hold on.
space. Restore. Max.
Sorry, folks. Okay, that didn't work either, Michael.
Nope. So you'd have to use Control Enter to bring up the suggestions window.
Yes, but then I'm going to turn off narrator.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to get annoying.
Exiting narrator.
Okay. But see, hold on.
Circle test.py-test name equals space line feed space circle test.py out of editor buttons button screen root button buttons button button cr button editor button python button files button 3 point button copy button tweet feed button notification button errors :1.
Of course, it says I've got one error.
Main landmark clickable test.py editor name equals number program that gets out of editor clickable list clickable with 2 items very light gray ... test.py out of list editor actions toolbar clickable menu button collapse submenu more actions ...
You say control. What did I say? Alt enter.
Control Enter.
Menu. Show open editors enable preview. Main landmark test.py editor as autocomplete multi-line. Blank. Out of button screen reader button buttons button button C button editor button python button files button 3 point button copy button tweets button notify button errors main landmark clickable test.py blank. Out of editor main landmark clickable test.
Yep.
Blank. Name equals line feed.
Okay.
Name equals line equals line feed space.
Problem solving skills at its best, folks. So it's not even opening up when I press either Control Enter or Alt Enter. So if anyone's in chat and you guys are figuring this out, does anyone else know how to get this to work? Because again, it's very convoluted, I guess is my word for it.
So you tried turning on browse mode, is that correct?
Yeah, and I couldn't see the suggestions either.
Yeah, the window has not come up.
No, because it won't come up.
Try Alt Enter, maybe?
File submenu Alt plus F. Main landmark.
No, that is not working.
See?
Name blank.
It's not even coming up
line feed.
At all.
Space.
Yeah, it's not even coming up at all. So do I have to open it from the command palette?
I'm sure that's one way to do it.
I prefer not, right?
But either way, it should not be this difficult.
No, folks, if you're watching this, it should not be this difficult. Because watch, I can simply press tab, but then I'm playing the gambling game here. You know, I could get whatever the heck the first suggestion is. Michael, what about for you as a low vision user? Is it this bad?
No, as a low vision user, I can read its dimmed text. When I press tab, so go ahead and press tab and just show people what happens.
Oh, it worked?
Right parent. Line feed number name equals input left parent. What is your name question? Right parent.
I didn't even read it.
See? Come on.
Now, interestingly, VoiceOver does.
Really?
Yes.
Of course, you know, I'm mostly a Windows person, but that's great to know. Does it read the suggestions, though? No. Right. So no platform addresses the problem that the GitHub Copilot suggestions are not read at all.
I can do Control Enter with VoiceOver on, though.
I don't know why. I was able to do it earlier today. It's just not working. While the sound cues are a great way to assist us to know that there's suggestions available, I need more. I need to know that the suggestions and what they are.
Right. Now, keep this in mind. It does not do multiple suggestions.
It does not. Wait. Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, see.
It does not do multiple suggestions unless you bring up that window. What it does is show one suggestion. It's kind of like predictive text.
Yeah, but I would still be able to know what I tab before I tab, or else I,
for sure.
You know, because I've gotten this. Oh gosh, what did I do yesterday? I was coding something, and I got this name error equals traceback, blah 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 blah, and that's exactly the opposite of what I was trying to get. So it'd be very good if I could still review the suggestion, so I know if I want to accept or decline. But I don't even have that basic right at the moment. I can't do that. So, should we just keep going, Michael?
Right there, line feed.
So, now...
I don't even hear the suggestions at all.
You didn't even hear a suggestion this time.
No. So, is there a suggestion available to me?
There is, and it says, print hello name.
Okay. But we want to get more variables, right?
Right. So should
I just type age?
Age.
A, subject E, test E.
So then what?
So now you got a suggestion, and it's again input left parentheses double quote. How old are you?
Fine.
Right parent, line feed.
And we'll just do state, or yeah, we'll just do that because just whatever, right? Just making up random programs. So state.
S, T, A, E. Space, test.py editor as autocomplete. Right line age state equals input left parent. What state do you live in question? What right parent?
See? Again, it had the audio, but I never was able to know what it did.
I mean, it writes good code.
It does. But the accessibility has a lot to be desired, in my opinion.
Right there, line feed.
As an accessibility auditor by day, for my day job, right? This is what I do all day long, is I test websites so that they meet WCAG compliance. This is definitely a quote unquote, audit violation, right? If something, this is like an autocomplete, right? If it's not reading, then that's not helpful. So I see this all the time at work. Of course, not in VS Code, but either way, the same principles still apply. Okay, so I'm going to press...
Right parent, line feed, state, print left parent, quote, hello, quote, comma, name, comma, quote, quote, comma, age, comma, quote, years old and live in, quote, comma, state, right parent.
All right, Michael, does that work? I believe so.
So...
It did a print statement now.
Yes, it did, and it looks correct. Actually...
Okay.
Will that work?
Yes, it will.
Has print, left parentheses, double quote, hello, double quote, comma, space, name, comma, space.
That's actually how I write code all the time.
See, I use concatenation.
No, when I went to Western for computer science, that's how they taught us to do this.
This doesn't work in all languages, so.
No, it doesn't. But,
I would like to see this run.
Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. You have a couple ways to run your programs. You can do it in your VS Code terminal, or you could do it in your actual terminal on your machine. Me personally, I have seen a lot of issues with the VS Code terminal in terms of accessibility. I actually just prefer to run it in my external terminal. The VS Code terminal has a lot to be desired, so I would run it in my regular terminal. So that's actually what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to run it in my regular terminal.
Circle 4 point.
So, whoops, let me get rid of this.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think this only works for print statement.
Circle 4 point. Test.py, Windows PowerShell 01, window.
I don't think you could say, like string equals hello, comma, variable, comma, your age is, comma. I don't think that works in a variable, but because this is a function, you could just append them as arguments.
That's correct. So I'm going to do Python
PYTHON
space
..stone test.py PSC user tailor documents test integrator.
Hold on.
PSY PSC user tailor documents test integrator.
Wait, let me save this.
Circle 4.6 Visual don't take these space Visual Studio Code Visual Studio Code Windows PowerShell Windows Visuals.
Hold on. Just a second, folks.
Windows PowerShell Windows test.py test init circle test. Right parent state equals.
I'm going to save this one more time.
Windows PowerShell Windows space PSC Y. What is your name?
Okay, Taylor.
TAYLOR.
See? It didn't read the 23.
How old are you?
Yep.
But you could do insert up arrow as well.
2. How old are you? 3.
Texas.
TEXAS.
And then it didn't read the. Let's see.
Windows PowerShell.
Insert up arrow.
PSC user tailor documents. PSC user tailor documents test integrator. Space. PSC Y.
Okay, so it didn't. I think it ran right.
It did print it out, but it just didn't read it.
Yeah, so we need to do a little bit more work on this terminal, I think. But the VS Code terminal, you know what? Just for grins, let's go ahead and run it in there too. Because maybe it impressed me.
Test.py test init.
So I'm going to do control tilde.
Terminal 1 comma PowerShell use CTRL plus up arrow and PSC colon backslash users backslash tailor backslash documents backslash PYTHON space. TE PS E P T space TE blank S T T blank dot PY. C colon backslash users backslash tailor backslash app data backslash local PSC colon backslash users backslash tailor backslash documents backslash test integrator. PSTHON space. PS space NON space blank. Space blank.
Oh, tab doesn't work in this terminal, Michael?
Space NON space. TEST PSC colon T blank dot left Y left dot TSETTEST PS I G dot PY G dot pi. PS blank blank. C colon backslash users PSC colon backslash users backslash tailor backslash documents backslash test integrator.
What the world, folks?
Moderator, I thought you were a financial channel.
Moderator says, I thought you were a financial channel. Moderator, I am a financial channel. But here's the thing. I have other interests besides finance because I like to do computer programming as well. So this channel is going to combine the worlds of computer programming and finance and be an awesome place where both you can learn to do computer programming and you can learn to do bookkeeping and financial things. So it's going to be a great place. And how to combine the two. Yep, and how to combine the two, because believe it or not, programming and programming and finance have a lot in common. So I just wanted to put that out there.
So do a period, backslash, and then your script name.
Period.
Backslash.
No, that will not work because you need to click on space.
Space.
Is it not even in there?
No, you need to type your script name. Yeah, Python
Maggie's
space.
World. How was your day?
What'd you say? It was Python space what?
Your script name.
What did I call it? Testing?
Your script name is
I don't remember.
test.py.
Test.
test.py. What is your name? Question.
There we go.
TAYLOR. How old are you? Question.
Okay.
2. How old? 3. What state do you live in? Question. TEXAS. Hello Taylor, you are 23 years old and live in Texas. PSC:\users.
Well, in that case, it read it actually better than the regular terminal.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows, folks? So yeah, we'll just have to see. But yes, we were able to make the program successfully. And we also have another chat says, Maggie's World says, how's your day? My day has been pretty good. We went bowling this morning and we really were tired. So we just kind of hung out this afternoon and now we're streaming. So it's actually been a really good day. Thanks for asking. Okay. So let's see what we have here. So we were able to do that, Michael. So what are your thoughts now? I guess.
It's working the same way that Copilot is supposed to work. But I think they're going to have to improve it over time. The other thing is, I wonder if we just don't have all the information.
Oh, explain that.
I'm wondering if there's more documentation that's somewhere else that we just don't know about.
Well, and if that's the case, if anyone knows, if you're in chat or you want to put it in the comment section, I would love to know. That'd be great if I were able to know that, because it would be great. So, yeah. But Michael, don't you have some more findings you want to talk about?
So on VoiceOver, that was basically what I found. But as I write code, it does a good job, like even for my day job. It looks at the context of what you're writing and helps you continue writing your code.
Exactly. And that's a really great feature. Do you see any drawbacks to it?
I do not. It will really speed up your programming, in my opinion. But I'm looking up any keystrokes I could find.
Yeah. But yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions or you would like to know some more information, go ahead and ask, because I would love to answer them. And yeah, thank you for everyone that's watching. I really appreciate it.
Oh.
Maggie's World.
Alt plus.
I've never done coding in my life, but I give you guys props for doing that. I'm too scared to code, LOL.
Maggie, what do we have, Michael? Sorry, I had a chat and you were saying something.
So, you could use Alt right bracket, like the square bracket, to go to the next suggestion. Alt left bracket to go to the previous suggestion. And Alt plus backslash to show suggestions.
Okay.
Windows PowerShell. Test.py-testing.
So let me get rid of this terminal.
AG state equals input print left parent E right parent blank line please right line please.
What do I just print? I'm just gonna print.
T R print. Test.py editor. T line please. Star.
Oops.
Star left parent star values colon object comma print left parent value comma dot
Okay,
comma
so
sub equals tick tick comma
what?
n equals tick backslash n tick comma file equals size.
Wow.
Alt right bracket to go to the next suggestion.
Or what was the show suggestions?
Well, it's not to show control Alt backslash.
Alt backslash.
Backslash.
Oh.
backslash.
I pressed it.
Okay, hang on. I'm looking at all the keyboard shortcuts again. All right. To dismiss a suggestion is escape.
Right, but I don't even know what they are.
Right. I'm working on that.
Okay.
So it's showing me the Mac keyword, which is Option right bracket, which I guess is Alt.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm pushing it, but it's not having any output for screen readers.
let's see. Yeah, Control Enter should do.
More space. GitHub Copilot, comma, preview.
Here we go. I have Control Enter open, folks.
Okay, so let's go ahead and
see what this has.
No,
because I have Control Enter open. It works.
Good. So it really doesn't have any suggestions right now because
blank.
You've got
Synthesizing 9 blank 70 blank 8 space quote hello quote plus name plus quote elar quote plus age plus no blank 7 equals blank 8 space quote hello percent s elar percent s years old and live in percent s quote percent left parent name comma age comma state right parent no then print left parent 4 space quote hello left raise right no print left parent 4 space
so it doesn't
space
have any suggestions.
no blank 7 equals blank 8 space quote hello quote plus name plus quote elar quote plus age plus quote years old and live in quote plus state no then right parent print left parent quote.
You said I have weird code.
Yeah, you have a print statement with a left brace and then a new line and a right brace.
I think that was completely not. Let me get rid of that.
So
cannot edit in red dash only edit.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of those?
Test.py no 4 space blank no then print left parent N T left line feed left parent T N I R P print select right line feed select
Right,
line feed print left parent blank
Now,
blank print left parent line feed right parent line feed.
Do city.
Okay, hold
print
on.
state equals input left state input left what state
right
do
place.
you live in
Yeah,
question
right.
code right parent space quote right parent
I'm trying to do the put the variable where it belongs.
line feed C I T Y test.py comma space equals space.
Now press Alt backslash.
Alt backslash.
File submenu alt plus F1 of 8. Main.
I did.
That's not it.
It just made another noise.
It just made another noise. Do it again and let's see what happens.
Another noise. Nope, no noise.
Okay, do Alt right bracket.
Nothing.
Alt left bracket. Like the
no results
bracket.
found.
No results found. What?
Do the Alt right bracket again.
Nothing.
So I guess there's no other suggestions here. So yeah, they don't have it where it will read this at all.
No. So I'll just press enter.
I was hoping Control backslash would have.
I know, me too.
Or Alt backslash.
So should I just press enter or tab?
Yeah, just do tab
and see what I get.
Right parent line city equals input left parent quote what city do you live in question quote right parent state equals in city print left parent quote hello quote comma name comma quote elar quote comma age comma quote years old and live in quote comma state right parent.
So should I just redo the print statement? See if it'll.
Yep.
Just to get rid of
Years.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
P line feed P print left parent line feed line right parent line P R right parent line city print left parent quote hello quote comma name comma quote elar quote comma age comma quote years old and live in quote comma city comma state right parent.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So should we run it?
Sure.
Okay.
See, this still can be useful. They
Terminal
just
1
need
C
to make it better.
blank PSC colon what is your name question T A Y L R how old are you question 2 how old 3 what state do you live in question T E X A S hello Taylor you are 23 years old and live in Texas PSC colon
Hey, where'd my city go? Huh? Hold on.
main city equals input left parent
Me here.
terminal 1 cop blank P. What is your name question T A Y L R how old are you question 2 how old 3 what state do you live in question T what state X X E T T E X A S what city do you live in question A what city do you S I N hello Taylor you are 23 years old and live in Austin Texas PSC colon backslash users backslash Taylor backslash documents backslash testing it grader.
Okay, I'm trying something on the Mac.
Okay. And I do have a chat from Maggie's World that I don't know. I think I was trying to say that and then we got distracted. It says, I give you props for coding. I've never tried it in my life. I think I'd be too scared. Well, it's really not as intimidating as you may think. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it can actually be really, really awesome to do. But I think it's just taking that first step is actually the hardest. Wouldn't you say, Michael?
Yes.
So yeah, that just goes to anyone out there in the chat. And if anyone's in the chat, go ahead and say hi. I always like trying to interact with people. But yeah, this has been an awesome stream, I have to say. But yeah, if anyone's here, go ahead and say hi. What you coming up with, Michael?
Nothing. It does not work at all on VoiceOver, from what I could tell.
Well, that's a shame.
And we don't even get the sounds with VoiceOver.
Oh, well, at least that's a step back. So yeah, we have a little bit of work to do, but I'm hoping that when I go ahead and post in the GitHub issue, again, the actual link to the GitHub issue is in the description. I'm going to go ahead and attach this video.
And see, I think it would be okay if it detects a screen reader on just to do its own text-to-speech. I think that would be acceptable.
Yes, me too. I actually do too, Michael. That's a good suggestion. That's a really good suggestion. Do we have any other things we want to cover?
Maggie's World. I got an Orbit writer today.
Maggie's World said, I got an Orbit writer today. Congratulations. I haven't used one of those personally, but I've heard they're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But that's all really I can think of.
Yeah, so if anyone else has anything in chat, again, I'll put the repo. I'm going to be making a huge live stream repo. So I'll go ahead and put the code in my new live stream repo once I get done with this stream today. But if you have any questions, go ahead. I'm going to do one last call for chat, and then we're going to go ahead and end today's stream. And just be on the lookout for another VS Code tutorial, because it's going to be coming. So, yeah, if anyone has anything else to say, this is your last chance, and then we'll go ahead and end it for the night. But I'm hoping you guys found this useful, and if you would like to get more of my content about tech as well as finance, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And
Maggie's World. Thank you, they are so lightweight, LOL.
Yes, Orbit writers are very lightweight. Just call them one more chat, and yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up for the day. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And also stay alert to my community tab, because I often post things on my channel, like posts and things. So go ahead and interact with those as well. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the month, so we'll see if I can do that. But please subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I don't think I have any more chat messages. So have a great day, everyone. And we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to be doing a lot more streams. So bye, everyone.
Windows powered screen sharing meeting controls 01 stream.